In this race, scratch number 2, Simple Scheme, and number 8, Joni's Star. Introducing your field for today's feature race. Here's number 1 of the entry, Nats Didi. Nats Didi is by La Natural out of Didi's class, racing for George Warwick. The Clearview Farms, trained by Jim Vance in the entry. Miguel Espindola will do the riding. 1A, stablemate is Stan's Native by Stan Stead out of the mare Last to Hide. Bred by George Warwick and owned by the Clearview Farms. Jim Vance, Sam Maple is the jockey on 1A. Next in the post parade is Harris Farm Incorporated's Water War by Crystal Water out of Dumpty Heart, trained by Jim Benedict and Barbara Bradley. Ken Tohill will do the riding. Number 4 is How Do It Know, racing for Bart Landauer by MacArthur Park out of Miss Askey. R.L. Martin is the trainer and Chad Schvaneveldt the jockey. 5 is Demi Constructions Wild Willow by Wild Again out of RT's Flight, trained by Terry Knight, and the jockey is Tim Doocy. 6 is Thomas M. Caldwell's Levin's Hard by Cuchillo out of Natives Are Restless, trained by Joe Durham. Myra Truitt is the jockey. 7 in the post parade is Bettor Deb by Debonair Roger out of Happy Better, racing for the Hanson Stock Farm, trained by Armando Lage. Tom Chapman is the jockey. Completing your field on the outside is Just Right Bets by Just Right Mike out of Watch Our Bets, owned and trained by Malcolm Anderson, Larry just waiting for Stan's Native, all in the gate. Flag is up. There they go. Stan's Native breaks first. Wild Willow up between horses with a rush. Right there is a Nats Didi showing good speed too. How Do It Know, then the Bettor Deb between horses. On the outside, Just Right Bets. Back along the inside is Water War. Far back is Levin's Hard heading for the turn. Tightly grouped up front with Stan's Native on the outside ahead. Wild Willow fighting it out between horses. How Do It Know along the inside. There goes Bettor Deb on the outside, challenging the lead, full of run. Bettor Deb on the outside's got the best run from the outside. Nats Didi is moving out for room. Just Right Bets, here's a turn for home. How Do It Know along the inside. Bettor Deb in the middle of the racetrack coming on to challenge the lead. Those two fillies are head and head in the stretch. Bettor Deb takes the lead, now gets a length and 1/2. How Do It Know is driving hard. Stan's Native right there, middle of the track. Nats Didi's kicking it in best late. It's Bettor Deb. Nats Didi's gonna chase her home second. Bettor Deb's gonna win the Mid-Peninsula Stakes. Now returning to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of today's 22nd running of the Mid-Peninsula Stakes, number 7, Bettor Deb. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to the winner's circle. Presenting a trophy to the winning connection of today's Mid-Peninsula Stakes is Mr. Lou Marston, a San Francisco horseman who owns and operates the Wildcat Stable. Mr. Marston is joined in the winner's circle by Lloyd Jones, one of the top trainers from Turf Paradise in Arizona. We're happy to have Mr. Marston and Mr. Jones as our special guests this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm Bay Meadows welcome to the San Francisco horseman Lou Marston and Arizona trainer Lloyd Jones. Bettor Deb in the winner's circle is owned by the Hanson Stock Farm. She's a bay filly by Debonair Roger out of Happy Better, trained by Armando Lage. Tom Chapman was up for his second winning ride in 110 3/5. The stewards have declared the feature race official. Number 7, Bettor Deb first. 1, Nats Didi second. Number 4, How Do It No finished third. 1A, Stands Native was fourth. 7-1 exacted, $27 even. Number 3 is Candles and Lace, racing for Larry and Sheila Ullman. Malcolm Anderson is the trainer and Larry Gilligan is the jockey. Number 4 is Pom Pom Lady. Pom Pom Lady races for Robert A. Neer. Leonard Shoemaker and Sergio Ledesma the trainers, and Ron Hansen is the jockey. 5 is Robert Hansen's Lady Joan, trained by Val Tohill Lyons and Kathy Tohill. Kenny Tohill is the jockey. 6 is Noble Nurse, racing for the High Card Ranch and Levers. Jerry Dutton and Guillermo Rangel are the trainers, and Brian Campbell is your jockey. 7 is Gladys M. Roberts, Amy's First Love. Amy's First Love is conditioned by Francis Henderson and will be ridden by Thomas Chapman. The final horse in the Fleet Diver is Moonlit Desert, racing for the Cardiff Stud Farm, trained by Jim Hilling. Ron Warren Jr. is the jockey. That's the field for the 25th running of the Fleet Diver Handicap. 10 minutes till post time. First Love, we're waiting for the outside filly Moonlit Desert, and Crystal Bounty, the stakes winner and your favorite. All in line. Flag is up. There they go. Crystal Bounty breaks first, but Candles and Lace has the best speed. Middle of the track, Noble Nurse. Beautiful Redhead is going up between horses. Then on the outside, Moonlit Desert. They're into the clubhouse turn. On the lead, it's Crystal Bounty, a half a length over Beautiful Redhead. Candles and Lace is third. Back on the outside, Noble Nurse gets fourth by just a neck. Lady Joan keeps the rail, saving all the ground. They're into the back stretch. Moonlit Desert is next to half. Amy's First Love and Pom Lady's in no hurry. She runs well from behind. Into the back stretch. On the rail, Crystal Bounty by a head. Beautiful Redhead is challenging and racing confidently. Candles and Lace is third on the outside. Those 3 fillies are across the track. Between horses, Noble Nurse. Moonlit Desert is improving her position. Lady Jones in the trap down on the inside. Amy's First Love has a clear go around. Ron Hansen's going to save the ground with Pom Pom Lady. Nobody's making a move yet. They're just sitting there the same way. Crystal Bounty on the rail. Beautiful Redhead slugging it out between horses, keeping the pressure on those from the outside. They turn for home. Into the stretch on the lead, Crystal Bounty. Beautiful Redhead head and head. Candles and Lace falls back. Lady Jones trying the fence. Between those, Noble Nurse in the stretch. Beautiful Redhead gets the lead in the Fleet Diver, and she's got more left. Crystal Bounty can't go with her. Pom Lady's running late. Amy's First Love too. Gonna be close for second, but it's Beautiful Redhead in front. The photo shows that number 7, Amy's First Love, finished third over number 4, Pom Pom Lady. Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to the winner's circle, presenting the trophy to the winning connection of tonight's feature race. The Fleet Diver is Dan and Bonnie Emil, prominent horse owners who compete regularly in Northern California. Among the horsemen that campaign, the horses that they've campaigned, was multiple stakes winner Gold-Plated Leader, who captured the 1983 running of the Phoenix Futurity at Turf Paradise. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Dan and Bonnie Emil. In the winner's circle, beautiful Redhead, a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Flying Paster out of Pueblo Spirit, owned by Mr. and Mrs. Bard Heller, trained by Bill J. Morey Jr. and Kevin Ingram. Tim Doocy did the riding. The Fleet Diver was completed in 1:36. It's official. Number 2, beautiful Redhead first. 1, Crystal Bounty second, with number 7, Amy's First Love, finishing third. 2-1 exacta returns you $23.60. Introducing the field for the Mid-Peninsula Stakes, starting with number 1, Wood Spirit. Wood Spirit is a 2-year-old bay gelding sired by In the Woodpile out of the mare Spasmodic Sea, owned by the partnership of Doyle and O'Day. RB Hess, the trainer, and Tony Noguez is the jockey. Number 2 is Obrut by Boytron out of the mare Pin Pie, racing for the partnership of Nicoletti and Stevenson. The trainer is R.L. Martin and the jockey is Chad Schvaneveldt. Number 3 is Butch Cummings. Butch Cummings is a 2-year-old brown gelding by DiMaggio out of Nanette Irene Card, owned by the High Card Ranch and Dutton. Jerry Dutton and Guillermo Rangel, the trainers. Ron Hansen, the jockey. Number 4 is Green Jean, a 2-year-old bay gelding by Prince Card out of the mare Astral Vision, racing for the partnership of Gerdner and Jones. Donnie Lordy, the trainer, and O.A. Martinez, the jockey. Number 5 is Fanning and Goldstein's 4-5 Time by Lazap out of Recreation Time, trained by Brett Fanning and Bob Janot. Alan Patterson is the jockey. On the outside is Roger Dreyer's Judiciously, a 2-year-old gray gelding by Family Doctor out of the mare Aspen Way. Greg Gilchrist, the trainer. Randy Shatt is the jockey. Posed for the 11th and feature. Waiting for the outside horse. There they go. From the rail, Wood Spirit quickly going for the lead. Butch Cummings out second. Racing up between horses. Down at the rail, Obrut is next. 4-5 Time going up. Judiciously is next. Then back to Green Jean. Heading down the back stretch. On the lead, Wood Spirit racing off the rail. Down on the inside, Obrut is second. Middle of the back stretch. 4-5 Time moved into third. Butch Cummings is fourth, heading for the turn. Then in fifth is Judiciously. Back to the trailer, Green Jean. Round the far turn, it's Wood Spirit out there, 2.5 lengths. In second, Obrut by a length and a half. 4-5 Time is third. Then it's Butch Cumming. Here's a turn for home. Into the stretch, Wood Spirit has the lead. Racing out there by a half a length. Obrut is second in the middle of the racetrack. 4-5 Time is third there in the stretch. On the lead, it's Wood Spirit driving. In second comes Obrut. Down at the rail, 4-5 Time and Butch Cumming. They're coming through the stretch, and Obrut on the outside takes over the lead from Wood Spirit. Now it's Obrut getting the lead. Wood Spirit second, Obrut in front. Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to the winner's circle. Presenting the trophy to the winning connections of today's Mid-Peninsula Stakes is Mr. Mark Silverstein from KFOG Radio. KFOG is one of the Bay Area's leading rock and roll stations and is located at 104.5 FM on the dial. Ladies and gentlemen, let us have a warm Bay Meadows welcome for Mr. Mark Silverstein, account executive for KFOG Radio. In the winner's circle, Obrut, a 2-year-old bay gelding by Boytron out of the mare Pin Pie, racing for Nicoletti and Stevenson. R.L. Martin, the trainer. Chad Schvaneveldt did the riding in 109. Race 11 official, number 2, Obrut first, 1 Wood Spirit second with 3 Butch Cummings third. Here's the field parading in front of you for the Lady Morvich Handicap. Number 1 is Flying My Way. Flying My Way races for Anderson and Rose. Trained by Gloria Buckridge, Ron Warren Jr. does the riding at 115 pounds. Number 2 is Success Formula, owned by Alexander Bloom and Hollendorfer. Jerry Hollendorfer is the trainer, and Tom Chapman rides at 114. Number 3 is Discreet Affair, racing for William Melnick. Dent Caton and Kenneth Playman are the trainers. Brian Campbell rides at 112. Number 4 is Chanango's Alibi, racing for Fred Waterita. Jim Benedict and Barbara Bradley, the trainers. Randy Shatt is the jockey. 5 is Debbie K. Debbie K races for Harry Verrucci. Doug Utley and Roger Pfeiffer are the trainers, and Roberto Gonzalez is the jockey at 113. On the outside is Tony Bushing's Clean Lines. Clean Lines is trained by C.J. Genda and Bill Patterson. Tim Doocy rides at 115 pounds. That's the field for the Lady Morvich Handicap. The gate popped open on number 3, Discreet Affair. Slight delay. All in line. There they go. Clean Line just sprinting out for the lead, Flying My Way at the rail. There goes Success Formula on the inside too. Back to Discreet Affair, Chanango's Alibi and Debbie K. Heading for the clubhouse turn, Clean Lines gets clear by a length and a half. Racing in second is Success Formula half. At the rail, Flying My Way is third. Gap of 6 lengths. It's setting up quickly early here. Then Discreet Affair, Chanango's Alibi outside of her, and Debbie K trails. Heading for the backstretch, Tim Doocy as letting out a notch and opening up 5 lengths. She's got Clean Lines out there by 5. Success Formula takes up the chase in second. Flying My Way is third. Gap of 5 back to Chanango's Alibi. Then it's Discreet Affair at the rail and Debbie K. Moving down the backstretch, Tim Doocy just setting up on the top of Clean Lines, has 4 open lengths. Success Formula is second by 1. Flying My Way's in third. Chanango's Alibi is fourth by 2. Debbie K and Discreet Affair round the far turn. Clean Line shortening up just a bit. Now she's got 3. Here comes Flying My Way in second, and Chanango's Alibi is beginning to come on. Here comes the big gray mare in the middle of the track. Here's a turn for home. Tim Doocy's got Clean Lines in front. She's under the whip and driving. So Flying My Way is going to tackle her, but Chanango's Alibi, the gray mare's too much. Here she comes in the middle of the racetrack. The spotlight goes goes to Chanango's Alibi. She's got the lead. Randy Schacht can put his stick away. Chanango's Alibi is going to draw out. The winner's circle. Presenting the trophy to the winning connections of today's Lady Morvich Handicap is Miss May Duval, Director of the Shareholder Communications for Bay Meadows. Prior to her present position, Mrs. Duval served as the administrative assistant to the past 3 general managers of Bay Meadows. Track founder Mr. Bill Kine, Mr. Joe Cohn, and Mr. Robert Gunderson. We are honored to have Mrs. May Duval present to present the winning trophy this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm Bay Meadows welcome for Mrs. May Duval. In the winner's circle is Chanango's Alibi, 6-year-old gray mare owned by Fred Wadrita, trained by Jim Benedict and Barbara Bradley. Randy Schacht did the riding, the mile in 1/16 in 1:41 and 2. Race 11 official. Chanango's Alibi, number 4 first, 1 Flying My Way second, with 6 clean lines finishing third. 4-1 exacta, $17.20. Now the 12th race, Appaloosa action at 4 furlongs for maiden 2-year-olds. In this race, Apache Million number 3 is a gelding. The jockey is Carlos Ares. Introducing your field for the San Mateo Handicap. Number 1, Fairly Affirmed leads the charge. A 5-year-old bay horse by Affirmed at a fair advantage. Bred in Kentucky by John C. Mabey. Bertolucci and Cheat are the owners. Brett Fanning and Bob Janot are the trainers. Ron Hansen will do the riding. Post position 2 has Hot Sauce Baby by Your Dancer out of the mare Infodetta. Racing for the California Coast Stable, Doug Utley and Roger Pfeiffer, the trainers, and Roberto Gonzalez is the jockey. Number 3 is Chillone. Chillone is by Pass the Tab out of the mare La Ha Go-Go. Owned by the VHW Stable Incorporated, Greg Gilchrist, the trainer, and Randy Schacht is the jockey. Number 4 is Al Hoffman's Love Boat Champ by Shirley's Champion out of the mare Love Boat Bride. C.J. Agenda and Bill Patterson are the trainers, and Nate Hubbard is the jockey. On the outside is Rita Gray's Super Surgeon. Super Surgeon is sired by Dynamic Surgeon out of the mare Designer Miss. A.E. Gray is the trainer, and Ron Warren Jr. is aboard. That's the field for the 28th running of the San Mateo Handicap. 9 minutes till post time. Stretch runner in this field, Hot Sauce Baby, a speedster. He's 2-1. We've got 3 2-1 shots on the board. Number 3, Chillone. 4-1 on the board. Love Boat Champ, the long shot at 9. The outside horse, co-favorite Super Surgeon, all in the gate. There they go. Super Surgeon on the outside going for the lead. Hot Sauce Baby. Those two are going to ensure a fast pace up front. Chillon is in third. At the rail, fairly affirmed. He's next. And trailing the field is a Love Boat Champ. Into the clubhouse turn. Just off the rail. Hot Sauce Baby flashing his good early foot. He's got 2 lengths. Super Surgeon's going to take back just off of him. Chillon gets the rail in third. Hansen's letting the reins dangle. He's fourth on the inside with fairly affirmed. Heading for the backstretch to trailer. Love Boat Champ, the long shot. Into the backstretch. Hot Sauce Baby's fresh, and he's out there by 2. It's Super Surgeon in second by a length and a half. Chillon gets the rail. Hansen moved fairly affirmed in the middle for striking position. Love Boat Champ surprisingly is moving up down the backstretch. They get the half in 45-1, slowing it down just a bit. It's Hot Sauce Baby in hand by a length and a half. Super Surgeon has not challenged him yet. Now he's going up just a tad. Chillon still on the rail. Love Boat Champ is still gaining gradually. Fairly affirmed hasn't gotten into the bit yet. 5/16 marker. No change up front. Number 2. Hot Sauce Baby's the one to catch. Here's the quarter pole. Gonzalez is setting down on his belly and riding hard. Just 3/16 to home. Hot Sauce Baby had the lead last week. He's still out there today. It's Super Surgeon on the outside. Gonzalez is asking him for his life. Hot Sauce Baby is responding. Hot Sauce Baby has the lead. Super Surgeon second. Hot Sauce Baby. Ladies and gentlemen, now parading in front of the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of this afternoon's 28th running of the San Mateo Handicap, number 2, Hot Sauce Baby. May we direct your attention to the winner's circle, presenting the trophy to the winning connections of today's San Mateo Handicap are Mr. Leo Pedretti and Mr. Hiro Hagashi. Mr. Pedretti is the first vice president of the board of directors for the San Mateo County Fair, and Mr. Hagashi is the director of racing. We are honored to have these two gentlemen greet the winning connections of today's closing day feature. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm welcome for Mr. Leo Pedretti and Mr. Hiro Hagashi. In the winner's circle is Hot Sauce Baby. 6-year-old gray gelding by Your Dancer out of the Mirror Info Data. Racing for the California Coast Stable, trained by Doug Utley and Roger Piper. Roberto Gonzalez did the riding in 1:40. It's official. The 28th running of the San Mateo goes to Hot Sauce Baby. 5, Super Surgeon home second, and the 4, Love Boat Champ was third. Here's the results of the late triple. Number 1, Santo Angelo in the 9th race. Number 2, Eagle Dive in the 10th. And number 2, Hot Sauce Baby, $478 even. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the field for the spectacular handicap. 1 is DeMay Construction Incorporated, Sparrow Lake by Appalachia out of Stray Flight, trained by Terry Knight, and the jockey is Tim Doocy. Number 2 is Forever a Blur, 5-year-old bay mare by Mur the Blur out of Forever Rise, racing for Dwayne Odor's Hickerson, Lanny Sharp, the trainer, and Dario Lazoya, the jockey. 3 is Miss Topai, racing for the Armin Saydin, trained by L.S. Barrera, Jim Benedict, the sub-trainer, and Ricky Frazier is the jockey. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4 is Table Frolic, owned by Herman Sarkowski and trained by Richard Mandela. Sub-trainer is Jim Hilling. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in welcoming back the rider of Table Frolic, 8-time Bay Meadows riding champion, Russell Bays. Russell Bays won more than 900 races while competing at Bay Meadows from 1980 to 1988 and is currently enjoying a successful season at Del Mar, where he is 6th in the rider standing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm welcome for one of the most dominant sports figures in barrier racing, Russell Bays. 5 in the post parade is Warning Zone, racing for Covella and Hernandez. Ron McAnally and Al Leaner, the trainers, and Rafael Meza, the jockey. On the outside parading is number 6, Storm Rider, racing for the Magic Valley Racing Stable in Little. Michael A. Curtis, the trainer, and Ron Hansen. Table Frolic 5-2 with Russell Bays. She'll enter next. Warning Zone, the 4-5 favorite. Rafael Meza has her. She's the odds-on choice here. Waiting for the outside horse, Storm Rider, the spectacular handicap, 6 furlongs, all in the gate. There they go. Warning Zone breaks quickly and gets the lead up between horses. That's Forever a Blur out second. Racing in third, Miss Topai down at the rail. Sparrow Lake going up. Storm Rider gets a clear go in the center of the back stretch. Russell Bays moves Table Frolic out from between horses. She's going up on the outside. Moving by the half-mile pole, heading for the turn. Warning Zone is in hand, gets a length. Up the rail, Sparrow Lake is second. Storm Rider's third on the outside. Forever a Blur is fourth, a length and a half. Then it's Table Frolic beginning to make a small run, and trailing now Miss Topai. Round the turn in the spectacular, still Warning Zone out there, length and a half. Sparrow Lake moved off the rail, coming on to challenge. Forever a Blur is next, middle of the racetrack, Storm Rider, and into the stretch. It's Warning Zone with the lead. Sparrow Lake's going to challenge her on the outside. Sparrow Lake on the outside. Warning Zone down at the rail, digging in, gamely in the trench. It's a Warning Zone on the inside. Sparrow Lake is second by 3 with a Table Frolic in third. The spectacular goes to Warning Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to the winner's circle. Presenting the trophy and a beautiful bouquet of flowers to the winning connections of today's spectacular handicap is Mr. Hiro Higashi and his wife Elaine. Mr. Higashi is the director of racing for the San Mateo County Fair. Through his efforts, the recent San Mateo County Fair enjoyed a very successful race meeting. Mr. and Mrs. Higashi are joined by their daughter Alyssa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm Bay Meadows welcome to Mr. Hiro Higashi, Mrs. Elaine Higashi, and Mrs. Alyssa Higashi. In the winner's circle is number 5, Warning Zone. Warning Zone is a 4-year-old bay filly by inverse drive out of the mare Passionate Baby, bred in Florida, racing for Cavella and Hernandez. Ron McAnally and Al Lena, the trainers. Rafael Meza did the riding in 108 and 2. The 8th race, the 11th running of the spectacular handicap official. Warning Zone number 5, first. 1, Sparrow Lake was second. Number 4, Table Frolic finishing third. 5-1 exacted, $20 even. Now the 9th race. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the results of the triple. In the 6th race, number 1, Margaret's Native with number 1, Genuine J. And number 5, Warning Zone, $136.80. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the field for the featured event. Number 1 is California Secret. California Secret is a 3-year-old bay filly by Never Tabled out of the mare Bally Song, bred in California by Martin J. Wygod, racing for Kansatoshi Matsuzaka. Steve Maiotti and Renee Amescu are the trainers, and Brian Campbell's the jockey. Number 2 is R.A. Cass Sr.'s A Thrilling Moment by Lydian out of the mare Moment of Touch. Bred in Kentucky, trained by Mel Studi. Tom Chapman's the jockey. 3 is Jan Mace and Samantha Siegel's Cloistered Cutie by Shelter Half out of the mare Boldest Game, trained by Barry Tritchard. Joe Judice is the jockey. Next in the post parade is A.H. Enterprises Angie Talks by Ghost Step out of the mare Anglophone, bred in Kentucky. Walter Greenman and David Dutrich are the trainers. Al Cortez the jockey. Scratch 5, Tiza. Number 6 is Crystal Bounty by Pirates Bounty out of the mare Rose Atar, racing for Christopher and Arlene Pash. Chris Pash is the trainer. Sam Maples the jockey. That's the field for the 42nd running of the San Jose Breeders Cup at a mile on the Longden Turf Course. Post now in 10 minutes. Cloistered Cutie going in at 10-1. Now number 4, Angie Talks with jockey Al Cortez. Crystal Bounty's the last to load. She's 3-1 on the board. They're all in the gate. There they go. A good start for this field of 5. A thrilling moment on the inside is taking a look at the early lead. Then in second is Cloistered Cutie. At the rail, California Secret. Angie Talks is off fourth, and the straggler early going to be Crystal Bounty. Heading into the clubhouse turn. A thrilling moment showing in front of half a length, staying right on the rail. Outside of her, Cloistered Cutie up close in second. Down at the rail, California Secret's third. Then there's 7 lengths back to Angie Talks, and the trailer is Crystal Bounty. Into the back stretch after a quarter in 23 3. A thrilling moment out there going easy a half a length. Cloistered Cutie's on her outside. Back at the rail, California Secret's in third. About 8 lengths back to Angie Talk in fourth, and Crystal Bounty heading for that far turn. Not much change in this field of 5. A thrilling moment has command of the field by 1 length. Cloistered Cutie is second. At the rail, California Secret's in third. Now Angie's Talk is being asked to go after it, and trailing the field still Crystal Bounty. Round the far turn, Tom Chapman pushes a little harder to keep a thrilling moment in front. It's California Secret coming out off the rail, and Cloistered Cutie, they're in the stretch. A thrilling moment has the lead. A thrilling moment has the lead by a length and a half. Middle of the racetrack, Cloistered Cutie, California Secret, and coming on late, Crystal Bounty. A thrilling moment has it 2.5. She'll not be tested today. A thrilling moment. Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to the winner's circle. Presenting the trophy to the winning connections of today's San Jose Breeders' Cup is Bay Meadows Racing Secretary Gene Barsotti and his wife Pat. Mr. Barsotti, a longtime Northern California racing official, is currently serving his second year as racing secretary at Bay Meadows, and we are honored to have him and his wife greet the winners of today's feature race. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm welcome for the man that puts it all together here at Bay Meadows, Mr. Gene Barsotti and his wife Pat. In the winner's circle is number 2, A Thrilling Moment. 3-year-old chestnut filly by Lydian out of the mare Moment of Touch, racing for R.A. Cass Sr., trained by Mel Studi. Tom Chapman did the riding and won 37. The 42nd running of the San Jose Breeders' Cup official. A Thrilling Moment, number 2, finished first. 3, Cloistered Cutie was second. The 6, Crystal Bounty home third. 2-3 exacta, $13.80. Introducing the field for today's round table handicap, starting with number 1, Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11, a 3-year-old chestnut colt by Journey at Sea, out of the rare Pat's Lady Red, owned by the Clover Racing Stable, Lisi, De La Sota and Kovar et al., Julio Canadian, Bill J. Morey Jr., the trainers. The jockey is Ron Hansen. Out in front of the parade is number 2, Raise a Stanza, by Razor Man, out of the mare short Stanza, racing for Jack Kent Cook, trained by Jay Robbins. Thomas Chapman is the rider. Number 3 is Raymond P. Kuhn's Irish, by Milano, out of the mare Uncluttered, bred in Kentucky, trained by Alfredo Marquez. Tim Doocy is the jockey. Number 4 is Gerald E. Santucci's Amadeo Tucci, by Red Rider, out of the mare Native Tabby. Manny Calvario, the trainer, and Chad Schvaneveldt is the rider. 5 is Jim Price, by Government Program, out of the mare Somarita II, owned by the High Card Ranch, trained by Jerry Dutton and Guillermo J. Ringel. Bill Gavidia is the rider. 6 is the Hat Ranch's Summer Sale, sired by Summertime Guy, out of the mare General Store, trained by Richard Tate, and the jockey is Brenda Hernandez. 7 is Anusia Knight's Base Camp. He's by the Bard, out of the mare Jackie Be Gone, a Kentucky bred, trained by Terry Knight, and the rider is Ron Warren Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the field for the feature race, the Round Table Handicap, going at 35 to 1. Number 6, Summer Sale. Very fast horse, 13 to 1. The outside horse is Base Camp at 3 to 1, just about ready to go in the Round Table Handicap. Little help from the assistant starters with Base Camp. They're all in the gate. There they go. Summer Sale in the middle of the track is going to the front. Irish is out second. Amadeo Tucci gets third. Then it's the outside comes Base Camp to be next. Jim Price is right there too. Raise a Stanza gets the rail, and Ocean's 11. It's Summer Sale out there, sprinting clear by 5 lengths. In second, Irish by 1. Amadeo Tucci, the gray guys, third on the outside. Raise a Stanza tucked up at the rail in fourth. From the middle of the back stretch, there's Base Camp next ahead. Right between horses, Jim Price and Ocean's 11 trails the field. 22 and 3, they move down the back stretch. And Summer Sale's trying to steal this when he opens up 7 lengths. Then it's Irish in second and no hurry. Amadeo Tucci is next to neck, racing in the middle of the back stretch. Raise a Stanza's beginning to gain up the inside. Then it's Jim Price, Base Camp, and Ocean's 11 trails. Round the far turn, Brenda Hernandez has Summer Sale out there by 6 lengths. In second, it's Irish by a head. Reza Stanza's on the rail. Amadeo Tucci back to Jim Price, Base Camp, Ocean's 11. Here's a turn for home. Brenda Hernandez and Summer Sale have the lead. 2.5, 3 lengths. Irish and Reza Stanza trying to close in. Summer Sale has the lead. Irish driving and coming on. Irish on the outside. Reza Stanza's getting through on the rail. Irish had to go around Summer Sale, and Reza Stanza's on the inside. Reza Stanza and Irish. Reza Stanza. Now returning to the winner's circle for the 9th running of the Round Table Handicap, number 2, Raise a Stanza. Raise a Stanza races for Jack Kent Cook, trained by Jay Robbins. Tom Chapman did the riding in 136 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to the winner's circle, presenting the trophy and a beautiful bouquet of flowers to the winning connections of today's Round Table Handicap is Mr. George McDermott and his wife Anita. Mr. McDermott is a veteran director of the Alameda County Fair, and we are happy to have him and his wife as our special guests this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm Bay Meadows welcome for George and Anita McDermott. The 8th and feature race, the 9th running of the Round Table Handicap official. Number 2, Raise a Stanza first. 3, Irish second, with 6, Summer Sail finishing third. 2-3 exacted, $21 even.